What's up, third graders? It's me, Mr. McGow, and I'm going to be teaching you some social studies today. But the first thing we need to do is we need to do a tech thing. I need you to make a folder on Google Drive that is a social studies folder. I'm going to show you how to do it. That way you can share your Google Doc with me and I can see it. And also next week, you're going to be working on a slideshow and I need to be able to see the slideshow too. So we're going to make a folder, and that folder is going to be a social studies folder, and you're going to share it with me, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Get to your Google Drive. However you get to your Google Drive, it's fine. I'm going to get to it over here with the waffle. I'm going to go to my drive, click on my drive, boom, I'm going to see something like this. Then up here, I'm going to see new. So where I see new, I'm going to click on the new button. Click on the new button. First choice, folder, yes please. That's what I need, a folder. I'm going to click on folder. Now it's an untitled folder. You need to title it. You're going to call it first your name, Mr. Now don't call it Mr. McGow. That's my name. You're going to call it your name, and then you're going to follow it up with social studies, and you can just say SS. You don't have to spell it all out. Your name, followed by SS. Then you're going to hit create. Boom, there it is right there. But it is not shared with me. You're going to click on it, double click on it. It's going to open up. See how it right here? You can click on that. It's going to come down and it's going to say share. You click on share. Now the best way to share with me is you type M, then a T, then an M. I should come up at that point. You click on it, you should see this. You'll know it's me because you will see my favorite number, 36, right there. Then you just hit send, and you have shared your social studies folder with me. So the first thing I want you to do today is get that social studies folder shared with me. Now that you made your folder, let's get busy. We've been talking about big problems and some solutions that you as a third grader can do. This is how you can change the world, by looking at big problems and coming up with small solutions, because small solutions can grow and grow and grow and create big changes, just like a tree. When we were talking in science about that seed and that seed growing, that's what a small change can do. We first learned about air pollution and then talked about the Three Musketeers. You watched a video on 2 girls in Bali who stopped plastic bags. Then you also watched a video about a girl who went after plastic straws and found a way to have that stop litter. We're going to talk about another big problem today, and this problem is oil spills. We're going to first read in your book about oil spills. So let's look at what you have to do in your book with your reading. Section 3, this is about a huge oil spill out of a tanker, the Exxon Valdez. Remember, you don't have to read it if you don't want to. You could hit this button if you're online. It will read to you. Or if you want to look at some main ideas to help you understand, it will turn those main ideas blue, and that will stand out for you. This is only if you're doing it online. So you're going to read this whole section first. You don't need to answer any of the questions. You're just reading. Then you're going to go on to the next section about stopping oil spills and what were some ideas that people use to stop oil spills. It is our first thing that you need to do in class today. You need to read both of these parts of your book, section 3 and section 4. So you've read section 3 and section 4 about the oil spill. Now what do we do? Okay, oversized third grader in the back. Do you have a question or a comment or something? Yes, I do. I know what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do. We're going to take the information we have today. We're going to put it on our Google Doc under oil spills, and we're just going to talk about some things, the problems that oil spills cause, and then we're going to write down some of the solutions from oil spills. We're going to be doing this because we got to get our brains thinking about because different solutions, because next week we're going to have to start changing the world, and we're going to have to come up with solutions ourselves to make that happen. Whoa. I gotta say, oversized third grader wearing sunglasses in class, which I don't like. You're right. That is what we're doing. We're just collecting information this week. So hopefully you're collecting more and more information. Let's look at the Google Doc, see what we can add, talk about what we can add to this Google Doc. And this is going to help with next week's slideshow. Google Doc, you're building right now. I can change the world. We have some problems. We have air pollution. Then we have what kids can do to change the world. This was the Three Musketeers. Then this is the new one right here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. So we're going to talk about the oil spill. There are 3 things. I want you to find 3 things that the oil spill did. And these are hints. Animals poisoned. You might be able to use those. And here is the next one. What are some things people did to help clean up the damage from the oil spill? This helps you start thinking about things you can do when something tragic happens. These are the beginnings of some ideas. You're allowed to start here if you would like to. I started with clean. This is in the first paragraph, you can see it. And then there were some laws passed about oil tankers, and I started that, but I didn't finish this sentence. Laws that oil tankers must have. It must have something else if you read it. And then the ship's captain had to do. Some of this stuff we are not, as third graders, going to be in control, but it does get you to start thinking about who you can talk to if you want, if your idea starts to reach beyond just Ross Tenora, like what else can you do? Hopefully you're starting to think, okay, I'm seeing this, I'm having this seed that is going to grow into a mighty oak style idea. What's up, third graders? You did a lot of great work today. Let's think about where it started. One, you made a folder and you shared it with me on Google Docs. Your technological skills are growing. When you come back to school, all our minds are going to be blown by all that you can do. Second, you read about oil spills. What happens because of the oil spills? And then what people can do to help first clean up the oil spills and then prevent them in the future. After that, you watched a video about kids from Florida organizing beach cleanup to keep their local beach very clean. Hopefully you're starting to get some ideas in your brain about what you can do to change the world. Remember, it's a small idea that hopefully will grow into a mighty oak of a great idea. Hope you have a great day. And you're learning tons and tons. Keep crushing all of this social studies learning. See you tomorrow. Listen, I'm glad you stayed. Because you stayed, I'm going to tell you a joke. This joke is going to be really funny, so make sure you're in a safe place. So when you laugh, you don't break anything and your mom and dad get mad at you. All right, here is the joke. Why do fish live in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. You're welcome for that joke. Enjoy the rest of your day.